and a very warm welcome to you from Making Music. I'm Alison Reeves, I'm the Deputy Chief Exec, and I'm also the manager in Scotland, where I'm speaking to you from this evening in a very blustery Edinburgh. I'm so delighted to be joining you again this evening as Compare, and I'll be talking you through the nominations. And I'm really excited about this evening because as I've been preparing the script for tonight, I've been reading such beautiful and inspiring stories. So I'm really excited to share them all with you. Before we start the official proceedings, though, I'd like to introduce you to our new chair of Making Music. They were elected in August, Rhiannon Harrison, who is going to welcome you all this evening.
Good
Hello,
evening, everybody. Can you all hear me? Make some noise. Don't. I hope you're all listening to Sharon's very, very clear instructions there. Thank you all so much for that. So at Making Music, we know about the incredible feats that are performed daily by our member groups. We hear the excellence in their music making and their performance, and we see the huge amounts of time, effort, consideration, and enthusiasm that those organising and leading groups put into it, often over so many years. And this evening is all about giving us a chance to celebrate this together. So here at Making Music, one of the things that we do on your behalf is advocacy. So that involves things like responding to consultations or the current Make Space for Music campaign, but it also involves celebrating how fantastic leisure time music groups are for their participants and for their audiences as well. These awards are an opportunity to do that celebrating all together, giving us excellent stories and achievements to highlight in our advocacy. So all of the groups, hopefully you can't hear that, all of the groups you hear about tonight have fantastic stories to tell, not just the winners, but all of these nominees. And so their contribution to society, it's just phenomenal. Making Music pledges to use all of these examples to advocate for the environment that leisure time music needs to continue to achieve great things. We encourage all of you here tonight to do the same in your own communities, to shout loudly about your achievements and value, and to protect and grow musical opportunities for everyone. Now, unfortunately, I'm currently out on tour with Annie, the musical, so I need to go and play a show. So I'm devastated I can't be with you all to carry on celebrating. But have a wonderful evening. Best of luck to all nominees, and congratulations in advance to all of our winners. Thanks so much. I'll pass you on back to Alison.
Thank you so much, Rhiannon, and break a leg. It's great to hear your backstage calls there to give us some atmosphere. So first of all, a bit of an explanation about the awards and the process that we went through to get us here this evening. The Making Music Annual Awards celebrate the creativity of Making Music's 4,000 member groups, as well as the talent and tireless work of individuals who help to make the UK's leisure time music sector so vibrant. We ask our members to nominate their groups, their leaders, music creators, arrangers and volunteers to shine a light on their achievements and say thank you for their passion and commitment. The nominations are taken to panels of people who really understand how leisure time music groups work and what they need to flourish. And I'd like to take a moment to say a huge thank you to the panels that came together to consider, to comment and to select the winners. And we'll name them in person as we go through, but please do accept our appreciation and thank for your time. Joining us this evening to present the awards is our president, Debbie Wiseman. Debbie Wiseman, OBE, was appointed as Making Music's president in 2019. She is an award-winning composer with hundreds of credits for the big and small screen, including the biopic Wild, starring Stephen Fry, and Wolf Hall, starring Mark Rylance and Damian Lewis. In 2022, she was the official composer and musical director of the Windsor Platinum Jubilee celebration, and the same year was voted the most popular living composer in Classic FM's Hall of Fame. Debbie appears in concert halls across the country conducting her film, and she's a visiting professor at the Royal College of Music. She's Classic FM's composer in residence, and she is a regular presence on BBC Radio 3 and 4. And this year she was one of 12 composers chosen to compose new music for the coronation of King Charles III and Queen Camilla She wrote 2 Alleluias, one for the choir of Westminster Abbey and the other for the Ascension Choir. As Making Music's president, Debbie acts as an ambassador for its members and the leisure time music sector as a whole, championing the role of music in the heart of all communities. We are grateful for her continued amplification of the value of Making Music members, and we are so delighted that she can be with us this evening. And she's just going to give us a little wave just now before we give her her first task to do as she announces the winner of the first award. So hello, Debbie, just give us a wave. So let's move right on. We are going to start the evening with our music awards. These celebrate music creators, arrangers, and innovative new music projects that enrich our members' music making. Our first 2 awards are for Best Music Creator and Best Arranger for a Leisure Time Music Group. The panel for both of these awards, headed by our president, Debbie Wiseman, also included Sally Groves, MBE, former creative director of Shot Music, Russell Keeble, music director of Kensington Symphony Orchestra, and Dorothy Wilson, MBE, vice chair of Making Music. Nominations for both were invited from member groups who had performed a piece of music created or arranged for them in 2022. Groups submitted a recording and a score of each piece, as well as comments on its musical excellence, how appropriate it was for the group's technical ability, and how effectively the music creator or arranger engaged with the group and the music director. First, here is the shortlist for Best Music Creator for a Leisure Time Music Group and some notes for the panel. Ashley Thompson, The Queen's Shoulders for the Phoenix Singers Leak. Ashley Thompson created a lovely piece, The Queen's Shoulders for the Phoenix Singers, for the occasion of the Queen's Jubilee, but with a story and music which can be and surely will be performed again. Simple but very well done, good for that particular ensemble, stretching them but not too much in movements which were differentiated. Kirby Spencer, Duskman for Leicester Symphony Orchestra. Kirby Spencer wrote Duskman as a part of the score for a film which was performed and recorded for the film by Leicester Symphony Orchestra. An accessible and enjoyable piece, rhythmic, tuneful, which will surely stand on its own as part of a performance as well, and also offers the opportunity for arrangement for other kinds of instrumental groups. Richard Blackford, Babel for Camden Choir. Richard Blackford wrote Babel, a 40-minute piece, for Camden Choir's 50th anniversary, making sure that it was within the technical capacity of the choir, as well as a piece that other similar choirs would be able to perform and afford, as the choir is accompanied by a small instrumental ensemble. The panel thought this a very effective and assured piece, with good part writing, well paced, and using colours convincingly. And now for our first video treat. Let's see a video of the pieces that were created by the shortlisted nominees before Debbie announces the winner.
descended the mountains into the plains that made them their home. They descended the fountains into the plains that made them their home. They descended the mountains, descended the plains that made them their plains. Descended the mountains that made them their
Brilliant. Now, let's pass over to Debbie, who is going to reveal winner for this award.
Hello, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be joining you all. The standard this year has been extraordinarily high. We've been so impressed with all the entries. It's been extremely hard choosing winners this year. It seems that every year it gets harder and harder, but we have to choose a winner, and we're thrilled to do so. So the winner for Best Music Creator for Leisure Time Music Group 2023 is Richard Blackford for Babel, for the Camden Choir. Lots and lots of congratulations, Richard. Well done.
I'm just so thrilled. I wish I'd worn my tuxedo. I'm actually speaking from Mallorca, and it's just wonderful that technology means that I can be with you tonight. So many thanks to Diana Briscoe, who commissioned the piece for Camden Choir, for all the members of the choir who gave their all in the performance that we did at Cadogan Hall. It was such a joyous project. I think I really made quite strong demands, but they rose to them. And it makes me feel encouraged to write more music that's good to sing, challenging, and that amateur choirs will enjoy. So huge thanks and congratulations to the choir.
Oh, thank you so much. And really, that's what we want to hope for, is that you will be encouraged to create more wonderful music for Leisure Time Music Makers. That's wonderful. Congratulations, Richard, who will receive a framed award. And we're going to include the piece in our SoundCloud, and Richard will be included in the Recommended Artists Guide. So thank you, Richard. Have a great, if you're on holiday, have a great time. And we're going to move on now to announce the next award. So now the award for Best Arranger for a Leisure Time Music Group. And here is the shortlist with some comments from the panel. Christopher Killerby, Four Nations Clarion for the Games Maker Choir. Christopher created a fitting arrangement for the 10th anniversary of the Games Makers Choir, founded in 2012 as part of the Olympics, of a suite of UK nations folk songs. Written for an open access choir, this is an accessible and atmospheric piece. Fran Carter, Treat People with Kindness for Vocal Dimension Chorus. Fran Carter wrote a fabulous arrangement full of beans, the lovely message of hope, taking a Harry Styles song, Treat People with Kindness, and arranging it very successfully, making it ideal for this a cappella chorus, and clearly very enjoyable both to perform and listen to. Harry Castle, The Sundayshire Wassail for the Sunday Boys. Harry Castle was commissioned to arrange the Gloucestershire Wassail for the Sunday Boys and reworked it as an LGBTQ+ specific wassail, with fun lyrics referencing numerous gay icons and divas, and with nice part writing for all the different voices. Imaginative and polished, and with quite a challenging piano part. So now, let's see a video of these pieces, and then we will announce the winner.
But we can still run.
Then here's to the one in the lily white smock who tripped to the door and slipped back the lock, who tripped to the door and threw back the pin, for to let these jolly wassailers in.
Thank you for that wonderful singing, and it's over to you, Debbie, to announce the winner.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. And again, a fantastic array of brilliant work. And the arranger often is the unsung hero of the music business because they don't actually write the music, but they arrange it. And arranging music is a very special skill. And sometimes, as I think in the case of this particular category, they improve the original. So I'm delighted to announce the winner of Best Arranger for Leisure Time Music Group 2023. And it is Fran Carter, Treat People with Kindness for Vocal Dimension Chorus. Very well done, Fran. Huge congratulations.
Hello. That was hugely surprising. Thank you very, very much. I would just say if anyone's never tried arranging before, to give it a go, because I just started this about 4 or 5 years ago, thinking that I didn't know enough about chord structures and progressions and everything else, and realized that actually you just got to do it and try things out. Sorry about all the pinging. But thank you very much, and thank you for my chorus for being so supportive and encouraging of my venture into arranging.
Oh, well done, Fran. Thank you. That I'm imagining the pinging as people wishing you many congratulations. And now you are an official arranger, as you will appear in the recommended artists guide of making music, as well as on our SoundCloud, and you will receive a framed award. So fantastic reception there, Fran. Thank you for coming. Sorry. Okay, thank you. And we're going to move on to our last award for music now. And this is for Best Project with a focus on new music. New music is defined for this award as music written in the 21st century. Nominations were invited from member groups who could submit a recording of the project pieces or any other evidence, including scores yet to be performed, testimonials, photos, programmes, and any other supporting material. The judging panel was Dorothy Wilson, MBE, Vice Chair of Making Music, Joe Towler, Chief Executive of Music in the Round, Carl Stevens, Senior Manager, Audience Insight and Innovation Music at Arts Council England, and Michael Bettridge, composer, musical and artistic director of a previous Making Music Award winners, the Sunday Boys. Now, here is the shortlist for this award with comments from this panel. Sheffield Philharmonic Chorus, Stella Jockel Young Composer Competition. Sheffield Philharmonic Chorus held a competition with a very different focus on young musicians in some way with a connection to Sheffield as their home city or where they studied or lived and worked now. It was carefully designed to offer a range of opportunities for applicant composers, including 3 financial awards, as well as the prospect of a performance as part of the spectacular closing concert of the Classical Sheffield Weekend. Entries were judged anonymously. Feedback was provided to all entrants, and crucially, the copyright would remain with the composer after the premiere performance. In the end, 2 winners were selected and received premiere performances at a concert in Sheffield City Hall as part of Classical Sheffield's 10th anniversary festival weekend in front of an audience of 1,400 people, and were presented with their awards by the Lord Mayor of Sheffield. Glasgow School of Art Choir for Compose Her. The GSA Choir's project Compose Her is the direct response by a Leisure Time Music group to Vic Bain's research on gender inequality in commissioning of new music, with 7 commissions for 7 female composers at different stages in their careers of a 10-minute choral piece each. This is an ambitious project, to say the least, and would be even for a professional arts organisation. And so to have pulled this off as a group of volunteers with determination is truly impressive. Delayed by COVID, the pieces finally premiered in May 2023, and further work in terms of legacy is planned, recording and holding online events to share the music which is and could be accessible to so many other open access choirs. So now let's see a video of these 2 projects before we announce the winner. Thank you. It was so great to hear so much of that music. And now we're passing to Debbie to reveal the winner.
Yes, it is great to hear so much wonderful new music, which is what it's all about, isn't it? Writing new music that inspires others and being creative. And that's what this award is. So I'm thrilled to present the best project with a focus on new music 2023. And it goes to the GSA Choir. Well done. Lots of congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, GSA Choir from Glasgow. And we're joined by Jamie Sansbury, I hope. Hello, Jamie.
Hello, sorry, I think I might have turned my mic on a bit too soon. There's an awful lot of people gathering. Hearing. Thank you very much. We were very, very delighted to be nominated, and we're really pleased that our project's been recognised. It was a huge amount of work for the 7 composers and for the choir, and we're just really thrilled with the pieces that came out of it. So thank you very much for making music.
Oh, it's so nice to see you are all together. Well done, everybody, for being together this evening. That's great. What a phenomenal amount of work you all put in. Really many, many congratulations. And the choir will receive a framed award. So we move on from our music awards to now to awards those that invest their time and energy and add so much value to our leisure time music sector as music professionals and as volunteers. The first of our awards in this category is new for 2023, and it's the Making Music Green Award. We introduced this award to celebrate a Making Music member group that has made an outstanding effort to improve their environmental sustainability. The panel for the Making Music Green Award were Rhiannon Harrison, Chair of Making Music, Alice Nicolay, Senior Officer Arts Council England, Barbara Eifler, our Chief Executive, and Harriet Laidler, who is a Project Administrator at Making Music. And she's here with us as well this evening. As this is the first time for this award, we didn't know quite what to expect in terms of submissions. So we were really thrilled to receive 4 very strong nominations to present to the judging panel. The panel found it very hard to pick a winner from such diverse nominations and wanted to include all 4 nominees in the shortlist. The panel thought they all exemplified different good practice and hope their actions will inspire other music groups to follow in their footsteps. So I'm going to read now for you the nominees and some comments from the panel. Derwent Brass. This brass band has really thought about its activities, how to reduce their carbon footprint, and how to communicate what they are doing. Their actions are tangible and relatable for other groups, which it is hoped will be inspired by the practical actions this group is taking. They even partner with a credible platform to plant trees where they cannot entirely neutralise their carbon footprint, and to partner for environmental projects. KJV Community Children's Choir. This group focused their efforts on programming an entire concert, including 2 new commissions on issues of biodiversity and climate change, with songs appropriate to the wide range of age among the children, and including audience participation in one of the songs. This is a great example of impact via repertoire and messaging from a group to the outside world, engaging their audiences in this topic. Malden Orchestra. This is a much smaller organisation than Derwent Brass, but it too has thought about all the practical aspects of its activities, and following the Making Music Climate Change Network in July, methodically analysed its carbon footprint and where and how it could be reduced in small but practical ways which can be copied by many other groups. Shining example of what can be done by a small volunteer-led group with limited resources. Sheffield Brass Network. This network, which includes a number of brass bands in Sheffield and surrounding areas, has put considerable commitment and effort into designing a video, posters and a web page with links and signposting to help its members, and any other music group further afield, start on their green journey. These are useful resources, nicely designed, which it is hoped will encourage many groups to realise that they too can make a difference. So now, Debbie, it's over to you for the reveal.
Well, this is such an important award and wonderful. I'm thrilled to be able to announce the Making Music Green Award 2023. And it goes to Derwent Brass. Lots and lots of congratulations, and to everybody taking part in this particular award. Well done.
Debbie, and just before we hear from Derwent Brass, the panel also awarded a highly commended in this category to Malden Orchestra. So they are highly commended in this category, and congratulations also to them. So I believe that Steve Bottomley is with us from Derwent Brass to accept the award. Hello, Steve, are you here?
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. I'm not the most tech-savvy person on the planet, I'll be honest. Thank you very much indeed for the award. We're absolutely thrilled. It is something that we're particularly focused on. Very little other to say that we're hugely honoured to receive this award. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve, and thank you for being our very first winners of this award, which we will be continuing because it's such an important one to us as well. And
yeah.
There's a special prize for the Green Award. We're going to arrange for a tree to be planted in a forest near to the group, and they will receive a certificate to let them know where that tree is.
Fabulous. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Congratulations, Steve. So we're going to move on now to the Lady Hilary Groves Prize. The prize is named for Lady Hilary Groves, who was a vice president of Making Music and an ardent supporter of leisure time music making in the UK. This prestigious prize is presented annually to an individual from a Making Music member group who has made an outstanding contribution to music in their community. The winner receives a certificate signed by Making Music's patron, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Kent. Making Music members were invited to nominate someone from their music group who had made a discernible difference to the musical life of their local community, either a music professional, like an MD, or a volunteer, such as a volunteer promoter, bringing professional music to their community. The panel this year for the Lady Hilary Groves Prize were Phil Castang, MBE, Music for Youth's Chief Executive and Chair of the Music Education Council, Helen Harrison, Conductor of Blackpool Symphony Orchestra, among several others, Dorothy Wilson, MBE, Vice Chair of Making Music, and Valerie Taylor, who is a Making Music trustee. The nominations are Christopher Green for Trianon Music Group. Christopher has spent the last 64 years leading the group that he founded as a teenager, the Trianon Music Group, which includes an orchestra and a choir. But he's also been involved with and supported musical and arts activity across East Anglia and Suffolk, in particular through leadership of Ipswich Arts Association, an umbrella organisation of over 40 local arts groups. He's organised choral workshops, competitions for young musicians, initiated a bursary award scheme to assist with members' higher education, and Trianon Music Group has been a springboard for many young people to a professional career in music. His impact over such an extended period of time on the musical activities in a considerable geographical area have generated so many ripples of influence, with thousands of pounds also raised for local charities. And all of this work has been done in his own time. This has not been his day job, so the volume and breadth of his work is all the more remarkable. Gwyn L. Williams, Cantorion Menai. Gwyn has made outstanding contributions to music making in communities in Wales for over 50 years. He's had a very varied career in professional music, but all through that time, his commitment to local choirs and young musicians from Anglesey, where he grew up, has remained constant. He has directed his energy and experience in conducting male voice choirs and mixed choirs. He has created imaginative programmes, secured regional and national broadcasts, and funding for activities that have enabled amateur singers and instrumentalists to gain invaluable experience in their own localities. He runs local conducting masterclasses and played a leading role in training and encouraging local young musicians, many of whom have become professionals. He is an ardent promoter of the music of Welsh composers, commissioning works and introducing Welsh music to new audiences in the UK and the USA. Peter Morris, Wolverhampton Symphony Orchestra. Within a few years of his arrival in Walsall over 50 years ago, Peter had created various groups, and there is still lots of music activity in the area today, grown out of those groups that he founded. He's focused his activity in the area around Walsall and Wolverhampton, and his energy and commitment have enabled thousands of local people, young and old, to enjoy and participate in making music together. Peter's particular skill is helping everyone to take part, whatever their age and level of musical training. In his professional role as a teacher, he has also had a big influence on the young people in the area and their musical education. And to give you more of an insight into these people by those who nominated them, here is a short video to introduce you to these nominees.
Chris formed Trianon Choir the year that I was born, and it's absolutely remarkable that it's still the same person leading this amazing group. I've joined the choir in my early 20s, and I've been on the music committee, and now I'm chair of the music committee. And through these decades, I've really seen his action, his energy, his encyclopedic knowledge, his generosity with his time, and his generosity of thought as well.
From my very first rehearsal, I was introduced to Chris as the conductor. I hadn't played violin for at least a few years. When I met Chris, he was really, really welcoming. He's very supportive of young musicians, which was something that was really important to me because I felt like they needed that support to get back into playing. And I couldn't think of anyone better to be nominated for this prize.
We've all been absolutely gifted with the music that Chris has given us over the decades, filling our hearts and souls, and we're incredibly grateful to him.
Gwynel, as he is generally known as in his native North Wales, was brought up to the sounds of Welsh nonconformist hymn singing with his mother at the chapel organ. He has devoted his life to music, and he's held high-profile positions in relation to music in Wales. Currently, he has returned to us at Cantorion Menai as conductor and musical director, where we are benefiting from his vast knowledge and experience. His enthusiasm, support and encouragement is greatly appreciated by choir members, along with his dry wit. He challenges us beyond our natural comfort zones, and he demands high standards. We enjoy it. We have 2 concerts every year, and they're well supported by local audiences who appreciate Gwyn's choice of programme.
As chair of Wolverhampton Symphony Orchestra, it gives me great pleasure to pay tribute to Peter, our musical director, for all he has achieved and contributed to the musical life of both Walsall and Wolverhampton since making it his home in 1969. I first met Peter in 1992 when he was Director of Music at St Peter's Collegiate School. Since then I have discovered his passion for organ rebuilding, organ recitals, directing church choirs and local choral societies, orchestral conducting, serving on various committees and other musical projects. The list goes on. Over the years, his quiet, encouraging, enjoyably contagious energy and commitment has inspired and continues to create many opportunities for people of all backgrounds, young and old, to participate in and enjoy making music together. In our Golden Jubilee year, it would be fitting for Peter to receive the Lady Hilary Groves Prize in recognition of all that he continues to contribute in this part of the musical world.
Thank you so much to our members who contributed to that wonderful video and nominated those incredible people. So Debbie is going to announce the winner of this award for us.
What an inspiring trio. Goodness me, I don't know how the panel managed to choose between those three, but they did, and I'm very pleased that they did. And the winner of the Lady Hilary Groves Prize 2023 is, I'm thrilled about this because I have had the pleasure of going up to Ipswich and hearing Trianon Music Group play some of my music conducted by Christopher Green, who is the winner of the Lady Groves Music Prize. Congratulations, Chris. Well done.
Thank you very much indeed for Give the Voice. I do congratulate all my other colleagues nominated tonight because it requires a lot of commitment from so many people. And I know I've lost a lot of friends who, when they see me coming, always know that I'm going to bamboozle them into doing something. But I think if you allow me to mention just three things. One, I'm delighted that so many young people have gained an opportunity from what we've been able to provide. Secondly, that our record in commissioning new music, I think we've done 64 new works, and the lady wearing a red coat this evening is one of them. Debbie wrote a wonderful piece for us, but we've had my very first commission was when I was 16 from Imogen Holst, who wrote a piece which was now being presented to the Britten Peers Library. And since then, Professor Peter Ashton, who was chair at the University of East Anglia, and more recently, Ron Corp, Debbie, and most recently, Carl Davis, who sadly died earlier this year. And we've been delighted to champion. And the third thing is to say that we've cast our net widely. And this week, I did receive an email from one of our current members who is a Ukrainian refugee. She was emailing me to wish us luck from Kyiv, where bombs were falling around her. And she's coming back to Ipswich to play at Christmas. Whether I'm able to conduct, I don't know, because unfortunately, I'm courtesy of a broken nose and of a broken arm at the moment, my right arm, conducting arm, courtesy of the NHS. And they're promising that I'll be back in action by January. But if not, I've got plenty of friends who I know will come. I'm just waiting on a new piece from somebody who knows what I'm talking about. So thank you very much, Alison and colleagues.
Thank you, Chris. And it was lovely to have you with us this evening to receive the award. And we hope you good healing. And I'm sure your group will be very pleased to hear that you'll be on your way back with your good arm recovered. So thank you very much, and very many congratulations, Christopher, and to both the other nominees as well. Really excellent nominations this year. So finally, this evening, we come to the President's Award. This award has been revisited this year. Previously, it recognised the achievements of those who volunteered for the Making Music Association. But from this year, this award will now recognise volunteers who have given exceptional service to any Making Music member group. And some of you will recognise this as the Group Hero Award that we instigated in 2020. So this year, our members were invited to nominate an individual or a group of volunteers, for example, a committee, for a short-term exceptional effort or a longer-term achievement. The Making Music staff had the really tough call to shortlist from an incredible range of people who have worked tirelessly to support their leisure time music group. This shortlist was then presented to the membership along with their amazing stories. And I really hope some of you saw that in your inboxes and clicked the button, because the online voting was open until this Tuesday and just closed. And we are delighted that we received over 800 votes this year. So this really does feel like the members' choice. So the nominations for the President's Award 2023 are Brian Woodley, nominated by the Blackheath Choir. From the outset, Brian demonstrated a willingness to take on roles that might be unpopular or difficult to fill, such as responsibility for liaising with the Inner London Education Authority. He's been a loyal and conscientious member of the choir for well over 40 years, not only as one of the tenor sections, but also as concert manager, a vital role that involves a lot of organisation. It has meant that all our concerts have gone smoothly. Brian also sits on our committee and is involved in planning our future repertoire, regularly seeking ideas from choir members of pieces who might want to sing. We might want to sing, and while also maintaining his encyclopedic knowledge of pieces we have previously sung and the years in which we sang them. That is the words of the Blackheath Choir about Brian Woodley. Daniel Friesner, nominated by Wye Valley Chamber Music. Daniel Friesner has been a dedicated volunteer for our music group for well over a decade. Twice a year, he decamps to Treowen Manor as an unpaid volunteer in order to help in the kitchen and around the house. Daniel supports the cooks and other house staff with chopping, washing up, cleaning, setting tables, and all manner of other tasks that are absolutely essential in making the weeks run smoothly for around 30 resident musicians. He has been our most loyal and reliable volunteer for many years. I feel that a round of applause or gifts at the end of each festival is really not enough to acknowledge the huge amount that Daniel has given of himself for our group. The words of Wye Valley Chamber Music about Daniel Friesner. Next, Nikki Lord, nominated by Bolton Symphony Orchestra. Since becoming orchestra manager, Nikki has worked tirelessly to promote the orchestra, increase the diversity of audience and membership, and improve the welfare of players. All under-19s are free at our concerts, but Nikki introduced a ticket offer so that children who have music lessons with local authority music services have a free adult ticket. Nikki has raised the profile of the orchestra by regular appearances on our local radio station, Bolton FM, and numerous posts on social media where, until she took over, we barely had a presence. She works very closely with the staff at the Victoria Hall, ensuring any problems are dealt with efficiently and discreetly, and she does all this while raising a young family and carrying out a job as an oboe teacher. That is the words of Bolton Symphony Orchestra about Nikki Lord. Finally, Sebastian Valentine, nominated by the Blue Light Symphony Orchestra. Working tirelessly to promote, advance and develop the charity service offering an impact, Seb Valentine has expanded the Board of Trustees to incorporate professional representation from across the different services. He's coordinated a weekend workshop, spoken at paramedic training sessions and emergency service conferences. He is not only a passionate and committed president of the charity, but his musicianship is also exceptional, and his love of music is evident as he conducts the workshop orchestras with compassion and sensitivity. Workshops are highly praised by participants. That is the words of the Blue Light Symphony Orchestra about Sebastian Valentine. So now, Debbie, the last time we will speak with you this evening, here she is to reveal the final winner.
The final award, and what a thrill it's been this evening. Congratulations to everybody that's taken part. As I said at the beginning, the standard's been incredibly high this year, and we're so proud of everything that you're doing at Making Music. And this is a very important award because it's voted for by you. So I'm thrilled to announce the President's Award 2023 goes to Brian Woodley and the Blackheath Choir. Congratulations, Brian, and congratulations again to everyone that's taken part. It's been a fabulous year.
Yes, thank you, Debbie. It truly has, and I have a particular fondness for this last award, and I'm really delighted, and I really hope that Brian is here to accept this award. Hello, Brian, nice to see you.
Thank you, and well, I'm delighted and honoured, of course, to receive the award, and I do thank Making Music for organising the event and the award. It was a complete and utter shock to me last week when my chair told me that I'd not only been nominated, but I'd been shortlisted for the award. And may I also say well done to Daniel and Nikki and Seb for also being nominated, shortlisted as well. I can't thank people enough, of course, that all the people that did vote for me, those people that you read out one of the testimonials, but I think there were 4 or 5 testimonials on the website. So thanks to them. And just absolutely everybody who voted for me to make sure I did actually win. So that's great. Can I just add that the Blackheath Choir is actually very busy this year because we also have taken part in your Adopt a Music Creator project this year, and we've been paired up with Faz Island, and we will be performing a premiere in our December concert at St Margaret's Lee. So that's we've now got a double honour, if you like, for the Blackheath Choir. If it wasn't for the Blackheath Choir, I wouldn't be here, because I only do those jobs because of the choirs, the things I do for the choir and other choirs that I also sing with. So it's a great honour for all of them concerned. So thank you once again. And she's here with me, but thanks to my family and my wife, because I have been doing this for 47 years with the Blackheath Choir. And without her patience to tolerate me and everything I do and encourage me to do these things over the years, I wouldn't be here. So thank you, Angela, who's on the side here.
Yes, thank you, Angela, and to all the people in the background, including Tony, who's in the background of Debbie today. And we all need somebody at our hands, our right hands, our left hands, to support us so that we can
think actually
support.
our music director Pat's looking in as well. So she was one of the ones that obviously sent in a testimonial. So I think she put the bit that said every choir needs a Brian. So thank you, Pat.
Yes, absolutely. And for those of you who do also have a wonderful Brian, I'm sure Brian Woodley is completely unique, but many of our member groups do have equally wonderful humans supporting them. If you would like to nominate a wonderful human that supports you voluntarily, then remember next year, nominate for the President's Award. It really is a fantastic honour to receive. So I'm delighted for you, Brian. So that's us wrapping up. And what a fabulous evening it's been. It's always so moving to hear these stories. So I'm always pleased that I get to the end of it without having had a wobble. So I hope that you may have had a wobble this evening and had a little tear in your eyes. I hope so. A big thank you to everybody who sat on the awards panels this year, including our chief exec, Barbara, who is with us this evening. Do you want to give us a wave, Barbara, and say hello? I haven't seen her this evening, so I really hope she's here. And she, oh, hi, Barbara.
Hi.
Barbara did a great job of preparing all the notes from the panels for this evening, so thank you for that. That's what I'm reading out, is what was prepared for me. Of course, thank you so much again to Debbie for presenting the awards this evening, and Tony, her backup. And thank you very much to the Making Music team that make this all happen, and to Sally Palmer and Harriet Laidler, and to the other Making Music staff who work on the admin and promotion of the awards programme. And can I say a special thank you to Sally, because it's going to be the last time she works on these awards, and for all of your work in getting them started and growing them into such a glorious thing, because Sally is moving on. So we'll be very sad to say goodbye, and but thank you so much for all your work on the awards, as well as everything else, Sally. Thank you to Peter Bauman, who made our fabulous shortlist videos and slides, and to Naz, who made the presentation slides from our team. Nazia Tamana is here with us today, and she made the great slides. Finally, a very big special thank you to wonderful Sharon Maloney, who has made all of this so straightforward for me this evening as event manager. And as you may have noticed at the beginning, she's recently left Making Music, but she's come back specially for one night only to manage the event. So we're very grateful for all her support, as well as being very happy to see her. Hello, Sharon. You want to say goodbye? Come out from back.
Sorry, I just realised I can't find my mute button. But thank you very much, everyone. I'm in Making Music member groups as well, and I think you know, I won't lose touch of Making Music because I'll still be in the member group, so I'll still know what's going on. And it's just, music is a very important part of my life, and I think it's wonderful that we have these awards that celebrate the work that everybody does. It's been such an honour to help everybody do that for the last 10 years, and I hope you all continue to thrive with all your various groups.
Thank you, Sharon. Please come back next year and sit in our audience and enjoy a relaxing evening. So thank you so much to all of you who've joined us here this evening. Raise a glass to these wonderful winners and to all the wonderful nominees, and thank you to the people who do the nominating and filling in those forms and giving us all those wonderful words to say and the stories to tell. So we really hope we're going to see you again virtually, or maybe even in person one day at another Making Music event. And have a lovely evening. If you would like, you can unmute yourselves now, give a wave. Please do pop in the chat any congratulations, and if you are ready to leave, there is a leave button on the bottom right hand of your screen.